Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So excited to be here. I am Luis Pereira, a 2024 graduate from the Construction Management program. And as Chief Marshal here today, I am excited and pleased to welcome you to the 2025 Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology Commencement Ceremony. I just ask that we please remain standing for our chair's call to order and our nation's national anthem.
Good morning, everyone. It doesn't sound like we have graduates in the house, so we're going to do that one more time. Good morning, everyone. All right, I love it. My name is Ron Dorsey, and I proudly serve as the chair of the board for Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology. I first want to congratulate Dr. Francis, the leadership team, staff, and faculty on another tremendous year at the college. I want to be among the first to congratulate the graduating class of 2025. I also want to take a hot second to do what I hope will be a tradition here at the college. Graduating class, raise your hand if you know that you did not get here alone. All right, so I said I wanted to be among the first to congratulate you, but because you raised your hands, you recognize that it took mom, dad, siblings, aunt, uncle, best friend, neighbors, cousins to get you here. So what I'd like you to do is to turn around and face your family. Please give your family a round of applause and show your gratitude. Thank you for that. So at the college, all of our public events begin with a land acknowledgement. For millennia before and in the centuries since Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology was established to provide a mode of technical education for a rapidly industrializing city and metropolitan area, the lands and waters around Greater Boston have served as a site of exchange among communities, including the Massachusetts, the Pawtucket, the Wampanoag, and the Nipmuc peoples. We acknowledge that the land on which this college stands and the Greater Boston region as a whole is part of their unceded ancestral territories. This acknowledgement is a starting point toward right relations with indigenous neighbors and their understandings of land stewardship, and it is an insufficient salve for the injustices perpetuated. It is now my pleasure to declare the 117th commencement of the college now in order. Dr. Aisha Francis, President and CEO of Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology, will preside over today's ceremony. We're going to ask the audience to please remain standing for the national anthem to be rendered by Akeem Hill, and remain standing afterward for the invocation given by Reverend Nancy Taylor. The Reverend Dr. Taylor is Senior Minister Emeritus of Old South Church in Boston, the church, mind you, of Benjamin Franklin's youth. He himself attended. She is a trustee emeritus of Franklin Cummings Tech. And now will you please remain standing for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Class of 2025, you are rocking those caps and gowns. You look awesome today. Somebody say amen. Will you pray with me? O God, bend low, enter this hall. Come near now. Oil the hinges of our hearts' doors, that they may swing gently and easily to welcome your coming. Blessed are you, O God, author of the universe, God of circuitry and opticianry, God of plastics and steel and the automobile, God of biology and technology, of machinist and specialist, of refrigeration and application and fabrication, God of datacom and telecom, God of the South End and of Benjamin Franklin. God of our ups and our downs, of these caps and these gowns, God of graduations and congratulations, be with us as we attend to the serious and joyous business of this morning, this commencement, these accomplishments. Be in these diplomas and these degrees, be in our certifications and our jubilation, be in our full hearts and our technical arts. Be in our loud cheers and our filled with pride tears. Thanks be to you, O God. Amen.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you again to our 117th commencement, and especially to the last commencement in this building. So you all are a historic group for many reasons. I extend my appreciation to the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and the entire community for helping this class to get here. For friends, for family members, for all of those who have supported you in your pursuit of technical education. We also owe a debt of thanks to Benjamin Franklin, whose legacy this particular college honors, and you all are carrying out a tradition that is hundreds of years old, but is very current in cutting-edge career fields. You will not only build the infrastructure that drives our innovation economy, but you will re-engineer it in ways that our imaginations can't quite fathom. I would actually like to welcome our student speaker, Tanner Rowe, to the stage to offer remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Tanner is graduating with his associate degree in construction management, and he is committed to working at Walsh Brothers.
Thank you. The day has finally arrived, Commencement Day. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I'm sure we all have. All of our hard work is about to pay off. We made it to the finish line of the marathon with both legs shaking, the water bottle dry, and our motivation on its last gasp. But no matter what it took to get here, you made it. Congratulations. I wasn't always so hopeful to cross this finish line. When I first entered the construction industry 8 years ago, I started working with my aunt and uncle laboring at their gypsum concrete business in Denver, Colorado. I worked my way up to the foreman role, and I thought my career was set in stone. If you came up to me then and told me that 8 years later, I'd be shaking hands with President Francis at Franklin Cummings Tech in Boston, Massachusetts, of all places, earning my degree in construction management, I would have laughed, picked up my shovel, and gone back to the sand pile. That is what little faith that I had in myself to get my college education. I figured my time had passed, the chance of getting a degree had come and gone, and I was stuck to whatever labor job that I could find in life. But at 27 years old, I moved to Boston with my family to explore the East Coast. And being in the best place to earn a higher education, I decided to end the cycle of grueling labor jobs and took a chance to invest in myself by applying to Franklin Cummings Tech. And I am so glad that I did. Franklin Cummings Tech has provided me with more opportunities than I could have ever imagined. My success coach, Sophia Ryan, she approached me and invited me to lead new student orientation as a Franklin leader. I was able to help incoming students find their way in this new environment. I was also able to start my professional journey through the college's new co-op program after earning an internship with Walsh Brothers, Inc., where I put everything that I learned in the classroom into practice on one of their renovation jobs. I was also elected by my peers to become the president of the new Associated General Contractors student chapter, where we created construction management specific merchandise, attended the AGC National Convention in Ohio, and built a foundation for future officers of the chapter. All of these opportunities came through the support of my professors, my fellow students, and my success coach. Through these opportunities, I've been able to interact with students from all majors, industry professionals, and the staff and faculty here at the school. Our professors pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves in and out of the classroom. And I don't know where I would be without Professor and Department Chair Leslie Tuplin and the challenges and support that she offers to all of her students. I think if she had to teach me how to write a work breakdown structure one more time, one of us would have lost our minds. And I think everybody in that fourth row, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Our success coaches, they always took the extra step to make sure that we had the help we needed when we needed it. And I think that we can all share a story about our success coaches making the academic process easier and showing their support. Anytime that I bumped into Sophia, she would check in, make sure I had everything that I needed, and to give me a thumbs up about something that I did well. Other support from folks on the co-op staff and everyone behind the scenes, including admissions, facilities, and security, Without all of these amazing people, we wouldn't be making these strides in our lives. I will always be grateful to Franklin Cummings Tech for giving all students who walk through those doors the kickstart that we need to get on the right path for our future. And from what I've heard, this sense of support reaches all students at Franklin Cummings Tech. I recently met with the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, representing the construction management program, with several students from departments like HVAC and electrical engineering. And I was amazed to hear that every student feels the same way I do about the support we receive in our academic experience from everyone in the college community. The feedback was overwhelmingly positive. And I think that we all feel attached to this campus. Because I don't know if you realize, we are the last graduating class in this building. We're the last graduates that are going to walk through those doors wearing our caps and gowns. We will always remember this fantastic building. We will always remember this fantastic building, but what really makes this a community is the people. So I want to say thank you to all faculty and staff here with the college for making Franklin Cummings Tech a community we can all love and respect, even as we transition to our new campus. We should all be proud of our accomplishments, because not only did we get our degrees, but we did it as working class adults, as parents, as mentors, as friends, and as allies. And that is not something to say lightly. I know how scary it was for all of us to choose to go to school, knowing how much it was going to cost and how many sacrifices were going to be made for our dream. But sometimes it was our families who sacrificed the most to give us the opportunity to be successful and achieve our goals. And personally, I would like to thank my wife, Megan, for being by my side, by helping me stay focused, by handling so many life events, and for supporting me no matter what challenges came my way. I love you. I also wanted to thank my mentor, George, for being a voice of reason when I needed it most, and teaching me the value of hard work and dedication. And finally, I'd like to thank my mother, Dawn, for supporting me throughout my life, because I wouldn't be the man that I am today without you. And I think all of us graduates here would like to thank all the families for helping us to achieve our goals and to get us to this day. Thank you. The challenges that we faced, planning schedules, making sure that we caught the right train at the right time or found that magical parking spot somewhere around the building, all the assignments and tests and projects that needed to be turned in on time, those challenges were only the beginning for us. And look how we overcame them. We're here. Now, I challenge you all, every single one of us, to face everything ahead of us with the same confidence and fight that we brought to this school when we thought it was impossible. This journey has been an uphill battle, like running up Heartbreak Hill, but when we put our minds to it, we can accomplish anything. We have what it takes to accomplish any marathon in life that we want. So get out there and cross all of the finish lines. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you.
We want to thank Tanner Tanner for his wonderful, wonderful remarks, for the personal story that he shared, and thank you so much, Tanner, for representing your classmates. We have a gift of appreciation for you for being chosen as the student speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. And now it's time for the presentation of two very special student awards. I'd like to ask our Dean of Student and Academic Affairs, Dean Loazo, to please join me at the podium.
Hello, hello, hello. Sac passe. Okay. Que lo que? Okay. All right. I'm glad there are a lot of Haitians and Dominicans here because that would have worked out. Thank you for responding. Good. Okay, so President Francis, Board of Trustees, graduates, and faculty, staff, family members, and friends. It is my privilege to recognize the members of the graduating class who have distinguished themselves in scholarship, leadership, and involvement in the college and student life. This past Wednesday, students from the class of 2025 were recognized for a variety of academic achievements. Those students are noted in the graduation program. Will those students please stand and be recognized at this ceremony? Please stand and be recognized at the ceremony. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Today, we will confer our top 2 student awards. At this time, we will recognize the recipients of the Carnegie and the Franklin Awards. Will the honorees please come to the stage to receive their award once their name is called? The Carnegie Award. Andrew Carnegie is described as one of the most important philanthropic donor of his era. And he certainly was one of the most important donors of the 20th century in the history of Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology. In 1906, Andrew Carnegie matched the funds of the Franklin Foundation in order to build the college. Named after our generous benefactor, Andrew Carnegie, this award is given to the student who demonstrates a high level of leadership, scholarship, and unselfish dedication to the college community. When thinking of leadership, scholarship, and dedication to the college, it's rather easy to think of this year's recipients. This student has been described by people around the college as a go-getter. He is highly motivated, and professors note that he actively works and motivates and assists other students, as well as not only has secured a co-op as well. He has secured a co-op at the Delbrook Associates. But he has encouraged his fellow students to seek out and apply for other opportunities. Faculty and staff alike applaud his willingness to help with any task at hand, and he always was willing to do it with a smile on his face. He has represented the college at many facets, including speaking at important campus visitors such as elected officials and at the Academy of Arts and Sciences. He makes a point to attend student life, events, coffee with the president sessions, and participate in neighborhood job trust program. And with all the activities, he still finds a way to be successful academically, earning a spot in the dean's list, my list. He goes above and beyond and advocates for himself and other students in the classroom and outside of it. Time and time again, he has shown demonstration to succeed and a desire to help others succeed alongside him. It was widely known around the college, be it faculty, staff, or students, that our 2025 Commencement Award recipient was always willing to help out, graduating with a certificate in HVAC and continuing on with us, an associate's degree in engineering technology with a concentration in building energy management. We are proud to thank Scott Jules. Scott, please come up. Okay, now for the Franklin Award. As you know, our great college owes its existence to the foresight and cash investment of Benjamin Franklin, one of the nation's founding leaders. Franklin was an entrepreneur, an author, printer, postmaster, scientist, inventor, civic leader, statesman, and diplomat. I get tired even just reading all of that. I don't know how you had time to do all that. The Franklin Award is presented to our valedictorian, the students enrolled in either associate's or bachelor's degree program who have exhibited deep civic values and demonstrated a high level of scholastic achievement by earning the highest overall grade point average at the college. This year, we are pleased to announce that we have 2 recipients who will be receiving the degrees today. Today, with honors distinction, summa cum laude, having earned an impressive 4.0 graduate grade point average. 2. The first of our 2 students winning the Franklin Award this year was not able to make it to the ceremony today, but he was noted by professors for the dedication, ambition, and excellent communication he strove to do his best with every assignment, and a few could match his attention to detail. His professors report that he was always fully engaged in class and frequently offered meaningful insights, never afraid to ask questions in or out of the classroom. He was an inquisitive nature that will get him far in the field of computer information technology. Please join me in a round of applause for this year's first Franklin Award winner, Lihang Zhu. The second student winning the Franklin Award this year was strongly committed to succeeding in the academic. He was always prepared, and even took an extra class just for the sake of learning more. That is my kind of student. His professors noted that his dedication to learning, willingness to help his fellow students, and natural leadership qualities set him apart beyond the classroom. He excelled in his co-op experience and in his work in the admissions office, where everyone appreciated his helpful and positive outlook. He is the embodiment of an ideal student, a person that continues to find doors to go through and creates opportunities for himself and others. The mastery he has shown in his major of engineering technology with a concentration in building energy management will serve him well in the industry. Will Kiamu Abdullah come to the stage? As the Dean of Academic and Student Affairs, I would like to again congratulate the Carnegie and Franklin Academic Award recipients. I would also like to recognize our Chief Marshal alumni, Luis Pereira, who has earned his Construction Management Associate degree in 2024. He is currently now working as an assistant superintendent at the Columbia Construction. Okay. All right. President Francis.
Thank you, Dean Loiseau. It is my pleasure to introduce all of us, those listening online and here in our auditorium, to our commencement speaker and honorary degree recipient, Rich Benoit. So as we're planning and thinking about commencement, particularly this last one, we're always, looking for someone who can be inspiring and who's a wonderful speaker, but also who has a personal connection to the work that we do and the teaching that is here. And I happened to be listening to a WBUR podcast, and it was about Rich Rebuilds, a show called Rich Rebuilds, and I thought, this is really interesting, someone who works on electric and hybrid vehicles. This would be a wonderful connection to the college. I looked him up, and lo and behold, he lives in Salem, a Salem resident, who went from rebuilding left for dead automotive cars, electric vehicles, to recording that process, and now has followership of more than 1.5 million viewers and subscribers on YouTube, and he is an educator in his own right in that way. He's also an author, an entrepreneur. He and his business partner have launched the Electrified Garage, which is the nation's first successful EV-only business devoted to repairing electric vehicles and building unique electric cars. That's in Salem. And he's the world's most popular DIY car aficionado, right here in our own backyard. What I also love is that Rich hails from Mattapan. And to top it all off, he's added author to the list of his hybrid and eclectic background. And each of you graduates is going to receive a copy of his new book, which is called Going Fast and Fixing Things. And so please pick it up at the alumni table, and I can attest that it is really readable and engaging. Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology, Rich is proud to have you. I ask you to come to the podium and enjoy your hooding. First, we're first going to hood you. Okay. So I will just have, my dean has already joined me. Thank you. So it is my pleasure to confer upon you, Rich Benoit, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa. Chairman Dorsey, please join us here as well. Dean Loiseau and I.
Wow, okay. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Number one, I lied to everyone. I actually brought my cell phone in here because my mom thought this was a scam. She was like, they invited you to do a commencement speech? I said, yeah, Mom, I'm going to a commencement speech. So let's do it selfie style real quick. Hold on 1 second. See, Mom, it wasn't a scam. I told you, it wasn't a scam. They're all here. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I got the email. I was like, man, these scammers are getting creative, huh? Commencement? That's crazy. I thought commencement speakers were for like rich people, like, Tom Hanks or something like that, or some actors or, crazy business people. So a couple weeks ago, I went to my daughter's graduation. I know you're looking at me like, wow, this handsome young man is old enough to have a daughter in college. Yes, I am. More on that later. But I went to her graduation, and the man made a speech there, and I couldn't relate to it. Because all the things he was saying, he was talking about his crazy business partners and his private jet and his trust fund and these weird metaphors using lion and sheep. And I'm from Mattapan, and there's no lions in Mattapan, all right? I'll tell you right now. Except for the Franklin Park Zoo, but if you've been there, they're not really lions. And I kind of got lost by it. I couldn't really relate to it, so I'm going to try my best to relate to everyone in this audience here, okay? I want to be just like you. I was just like you guys. Trust me, I was. Fun fact about me, when I started college, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to major in IT. I'm going to get a nice job. I'm going to buy a nice car. I'm going to get some ladies, okay? That was the whole goal for me going to college, right? Let me tell you what happened to me after 4 years of college. After 4 years of college, I was married, had a child, got divorced, had to pay child support, $30,000 in credit card loans, and $70,000 in student loans. I just wanted a nice car. That's all I wanted to do, and now look. So this is a reminder, where you guys start might not be where you end up. Remember that, okay? Remember that very carefully. I want to give you guys a definition of something that normally has a very negative connotation. And the definition is hustler. When people hear the word hustler, they might think, oh, you're going to get hustled, you're going to lose something, you're going to get scammed. No. The definition of a hustler is an enterprising person that's determined to succeed, a go-getter. That's what a hustler is. I'm the child of Trinidadian immigrants. Thank you very much. The flag's right there, if you can see it. I was a latchkey kid. And if you don't know what a latchkey kid is a kid that goes home and no one's there. They have the key around their neck. Where were my immigrant parents? Working. They were hustlers too. Didn't have any money for a babysitter, so we got to figure something out. Give the kid a key, he'll figure his way home. I see that in all of you here. A lot of hustlers here. When I was home, I was bored. I took things apart to see how they worked on the inside, and I was learning. I took my dad's old Rolexes apart, big money watches, took a hammer to them, smashed them open, just to see how they worked on the inside. It was crazy, right? He didn't think it was funny. So my mom sent me to go live with him. And when I was in school, I got in lots of trouble, right? I had a job, and I was only making $5.25 an hour. But remember, I wanted that fresh car, right? I wanted to look good. Only making $5.25 an hour. I worked a night shift at a hotel from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. to make ends meet. I was a hustler. I had to do it to make ends meet. I love cars. Loved them, loved them, loved them. I hustled to get a car. I had debt out of college, and I finally found one that I could afford. There was this Tesla, just came out, and it was $97,000, and I couldn't afford that. And I was like, how am I gonna make this work? How am I gonna use my grit to get this thing going, to figure this out? So I said to myself, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy this car. It was flooded, it was underwater, and it was only $14,000. As opposed to the 96. I didn't have $14,000, so I borrowed money from friends. I was broke. I scrounged up the $14,000 to buy this car, and after about 6 to 8 months, I took the entire thing apart. I have no background in engineering whatsoever. After 6 months to a year, I finally got this thing going. Everyone said, no, you can't do that. You don't have the experience, you don't have the background. You have no engineering degree. You're not smart enough for that. Well, I managed to do it. That's the hustler spirit. Now, since then, because I have a very short attention span, I decided to document all of the work I did to that vehicle. I never really did anything to make money out of it. I just wanted to document it because, again, I had such a short attention span, I would use my phone to record things. If I was taking apart a wiring harness, I'd use my phone to record the colors of the wiring harness. And when I was out working in the field, I would use that phone to play back things that I was reassembling. And because I was so cheap at the time, YouTube was the only free platform to do that with. There was YouTube and there was Vimeo. Vimeo was $1 a video, and I was like, I don't have that kind of money. I uploaded to YouTube, and I made it public so that wherever I was, I could take out my phone and start playing back what I was doing. Well, I'll tell you right now, that started a whole revelation for me. The intention wasn't to be here or to do any of this, honestly. I wanted to be a hustler, I wanted something for cheap, and I wanted to style my car. Well, one thing led to another. People started watching those videos. I got calls from, you name it. Joe Rogan, he called me. He said, I want you in the studio right now. I have to tell you, you have to tell the world more about this story. My boss said, I know you have a little fantasy out there, and you want to fly across to California, and you want to talk to some no-name podcaster to tell your story. It's not going to work out. Your job is to stay here. You cannot leave stability and comfort for some dream. I said, bet. I left my full-time job, went out to California with no prospects whatsoever. I went on this tiny unknown podcast, and from then, that's when my life started. Since then, I have a book. I started a company that repairs electric vehicles. I had no idea I would be here. This is an amazing experience for me. I didn't sign up for this, but again, the hustler's ambition. About 5 or 6 months ago, I visited Franklin Cummings Tech, and I went to the automotive department. And, you guys are my people. I like cars, so I had a great time. So thank you for showing me around. Young go-getters, young entrepreneurs, it reminded me of myself when I was younger. Overcoming obstacles. Listen, school ain't easy. Everyone made sacrifices to get here. Again, you're all hustlers. You have to hustle, get up this morning, get out of bed, wake up, commute here, find parking. It's not easy. You have HVAC, construction management, practical electricity, opticians, engineering, IT, biotech, you name it. You all are here. You are young entrepreneurs, young hustlers. What you do now might not be what you do in the future. You're laying the groundwork presently to start a beautiful game for the rest of your lives. A lot of you are going to be CEOs. Some of you might be doctors. A lot of you are going to own your own companies. It's amazing what the world holds for you guys. If there's one thing I ask of you, because I'm getting really hot right now, I want to end this pretty soon. I am filled with joy to see all of your young, beautiful faces. This is a wonderful start to the game. All of you, congratulate yourselves, clap for yourselves. When you go out to your little restaurant, get an extra appetizer, you guys deserve it. Because I'll tell you right now, this is the start of the game, and very few make it this far. Congratulations, and keep hustling.
Thank you so much, Rich. Now I could say Dr. Benoit, thank you so much for those words and for the inspiration to our students to keep hustling. It is now my honor to give the charge to the graduates. This is more than congratulations for you. This is a moment for you to be present and really let things sink in. So I'm gonna ask you to put both of your feet on the floor, just kind of settle in, get present, look around in this 1908 building. Understand that you all are history makers, this class of 2025, in a year when we are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the revolution that founded this great nation. You all are also embarking on your own revolution and new beginning, which is why we call these ceremonies commencements. It is the end of one thing and the beginning of another. You are entering a new state of being, and we are so excited about what it is that you embody. This day is about you and your accomplishments, your hopes for the future. As all of us know very well, we know your names, your faculty and your staff, and all of the success coaches who helped you get to this point, understand your areas of support, the amazing, wonderful things that you've done. And I want to also let our audience get to know a little bit about you. So I'm going to ask for some audience participation from our graduates, because what we do here at Franklin Cummings Tech is so different. We are the only nonprofit, independent technical college in this entire state. And you all are graduates, so I just want to make sure people know who we are. So, if you are a Boston resident, raise your hand. Shout out to Boston. If you live outside of Boston and made that commute, raise your hands. Terrific. If you're the first person in your family to graduate from college, raise your hands. If you came back to school after a break from formal learning, like you took a year off or 10 years off or whatever, raise your hand. If you or one of your parents were born outside of the U.S., raise your hand. Shout out to the immigrants. If you juggled college with work, raise your hand. If you went to... If you managed college and parenthood, raise your hand. Terrific, terrific, terrific. So this last one is for everyone. If you are proud of what you accomplished today, raise your hand. So today, my charge to you is to please be inspired by your classmates. Remember what you have accomplished. Be inspired by Rich's journey as well. Take the road less traveled. Stay curious, challenge yourself, and stay accountable to each other. Please stay in touch with us. We are your alma mater. We want to hear from you. We will be trying to find you. Please respond to us when we reach out to say, where are you? How are you doing? But also, please stay in touch with us. We hope to see every one of you at the grand opening of our new campus sometime in the first half of 2026. Please, please, please know that this is an exciting moment, but this is not the end of your exciting moments. We are so looking forward to hearing about all of the career journeys you will have, the personal milestones that you will have from here. With my deepest humility and respect, I congratulate you. And now I call upon our Dean of Academic Affairs to present the degrees and certificates, the moment you've been waiting for.
Sorry, I'm getting to my script here. All right. Madam President, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to call for the presentation of the bachelor's, associate, and certificate of proficiency to the worthy and approved candidates. Could the marshals please direct the students to the right-hand side of the stage of the platform to receive their degrees?
We will begin with the Bachelor of Science degrees in Electrical Engineering. Saeed Chebat. Leonardo Semedo. Eunice Ramos. Now on to Automotive Technology for the Associate of Science degrees. Marta Alicia Aguilar Martinez. Eduardo Emilio Aquino Gonzalez. Marwan Baba. Marvin Bala. Jalali Bughari. Ayman Essabas. Joseph Frederick. Hi there. Elizabeth Friedman. Brian Ronaldo Galdamez Maradiaga. Patrick Timothy Glynn. Elfido Alexander Gomez Bail. Quinlan Higgins. Alex Otodus Martin. Luis Jose Montanez Serrano. Prince Hadi Subuga. Adrian Vega. Are you in a different, what's your major? Okay. All right, we're moving on to computer information technology. Sodli Leonard. Christian Fortunat Kokoba. Tyrese Lewis. Nadia Isabel Lopez Pacheco. Danny Nguyen. Yuri Reis Santos. Now on to construction management. Richardson Andre. Theory Henry Bang. Allison Calderon Chacon, cum laude. Peter Colburn. Eloisa De Pina. Larissa Diaz. Sabrina Gutierrez. Serafina Merlin Joseph. Fabrice Sebastian Laurent. Franmi Molina. Ismail Noor. Tanner Rowe. Jefferson Steve Romero. Brandon Silva. Jepthi Mascari Timothy. Now on to engineering technology. Keimu Abdullah, summa cum laude. Rafael Ascona Baez, magna cum laude.
I don't got my card, but Jeremiah Bernard.
Yes. Jeremiah Bernard, summa cum laude. Mario Castro. Carlos de Vega. Abdullah Fakri, summa cum laude. Lorenzo Frachillana. Nicholas Hildebrand, magna cum laude. Ovidio Emmanuel Lof Barbosa. Xavier Velasquez. Ryan Hayward, summa cum laude. How was your last name? On to health information technology. Oliver Franklin Dorielin. Zainab Tiffany Oseni, cum laude. Congratulations. Giselle Moise. On to opticianry. Shamaika Vanteza Ball. Fung Truk Boy. Tani Gentilin. Eric Keneally. Mirna Michelle Maldonado Canales. Edwin Montalvo. Rogelio Morales. Aaron Morgado Costa. Oh, summa cum laude. Well done. Felix Rivera. Lydia Rose Suprilis, summa cum laude. Melanie Tatro. Valeria Tobon. Now on to our certificates of proficiency. Isaiah Figueroa. Giovanni Angelo Hernandez. Andy Herrera Corrado. Juan Medina Jr. Eder Molina Ochaita. Nicholas Ticas. Kelvin Noel Torres Carcamo. Okay, on to the fundamentals of HVAC and R. HVAC. Mohammed El Madkouri. Mario Elijah Boyd Farah. Now on to HVAC technology. Derek Omar Aldana. Al Hassan Bakar. Noah Brown, cum laude. Franciel Antonio Caraballo Florentino. Dewan Carter Leister. Anson Chen, summa cum laude. Sam Chung. Zakaria Elisadi. Jude Decadi. Wilfredo Figueroa Jr. Alexander Harris. Eric Petitjean. Joshua Reyes Medina. Imanol Rios Franco. Ronnie Furtado cum laude. Eduardo Garcia. Ernest Garvey Gellen Jr. William B. Hall, magna cum laude. Raven James. George Jimenez Jr. Scott Jules, magna cum laude. Ralph Lara Arias. Kung Fu Hong Lee. Jaefeng Liang, summa cum laude. Jenner Fabricio Lopez Morales. Brian Mimius. Chris Anan Michel. Keon Mobley. Jamari C. Moore. Isaiah Morissette. Michael Oviedo. Nicholas Perini. Jolens Pierre Lewis. Jaden Robles, summa cum laude. Anthony Sherian. Saeed Sebba. Davy Madi Shongo. Amari Tuitt. Joel Manuel Villar, cum laude. Faisal Zaid, magna cum laude. Practical electricity. Alex Aguilar, magna cum laude. Justin Anibal Aguilar Romero, cum laude. Long Chen. Simu Juf. Abraham Mendez Flores. Rowan Dixon. Anthony Perry. Darwin Rodrigo Mendez Garcia. Ronaldo Resberlin Ramirez Montero. Jonas Ramirez. Roberto Ravis. Andy Adrian Reyes Vasquez. Murilo Rodriguez. Joshua Hadi Joaquim. Software development, Juan Miguel Laxina de Magiba.
Graduates, please rise and remain standing. By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology, by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and vested to me as President and CEO of this esteemed institution, I have the honor of conferring upon to each of you the degree or certificate to which you are entitled with all of the rights and responsibilities of a graduate. Please move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left, signifying that you have completed what you started. I present to you the class of 2025. And now for our benediction, after which time we will process out. So we ask that our guests please stay seated until the entire class and the podium dais has exited. Reverend Taylor.
I'm going to invite the families, those friends and supporters of these graduates, to help me to bless these graduates, that we might supercharge them with all the love and support that we feel in our hearts, that it may course through our bodies and on to the graduates. So if you're willing, raise your hands in a posture of blessing over these graduates. God of many names, bless these graduates with all goodness and success. Make them strong for the days to come and for all that they will face. May their hard work and dedication be a boon to their lives and to the lives of their loved ones. Bless them that they may stay true to their dreams and discern what is right and good and just. Bless them to use their gifts and their technical arts in the service of others. Bless them on their way, and so we pray, and so we hope, and so we say, Amen.
Okay. This concludes our 117th commencement ceremony. Family and friends, please remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and graduates leave the auditorium. Graduates receiving their diplomas today will retrieve them from the breezeway. Family members and guests, you may meet your graduates to take photos and enjoy some refreshments. Parabéns, felicitación, felicidades.